everybody. My name is Bob Trezise, and I'm President and CEO of LEAP, Lansing Economic Area Partnership. We have the great privilege of representing Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton County, global Lansing community in all economic development efforts and projects and initiatives. You're listening to this week's LEAP Weekly, where we talk about, for a few minutes, the important economic issues of the day and project announcements. I am with LEAP COO today, Steve Willobee, who is also the project manager for a huge announcement that we made this week in partnership with the City of East Lansing, Mayor Meadows and his staff, Lori Mullins and Tim Dempsey, and a really big mixed-use $132 million project. It's going to be, Steve, one of the larger economic development projects, I think, in the state of Michigan this year. Congratulations to you and the entire team. Why don't you take the mic and just tell us all about this amazing project.
Okay, thanks, Bob. The development's occurring right in the heart of East Lansing, and it's really the result of a lot of effort by the Ballline families by working to assemble the property and then bringing in a developer from Chicago, Harbor Bay Real Estate, and Mark Bell is the lead principal for that company. And what they're looking at doing is two 12-story buildings on what's commonly referred to as Parking Lot 1, and then also on the 100 to 200 block along East Grand River. And what they're looking at doing is putting on East Grand River is a mixed-use structure, which will have a national retail grocer on the first floor, and then the remaining 11 stories will be market rate housing. And on the backside, which is incredibly cool and unique, is what they're doing is a parking structure, and atop that parking structure is going to have what's referred to as active adult housing or age-restricted housing for 55-plus seniors. And then they're also going to incorporate some retail along Albert and then just transform Albert into a true plaza. So from a standpoint of projects that we've gotten the opportunity to work on over the years, I think this is generally going to be one of the coolest projects and transformational projects that occur in downtowns across Michigan. And you and I have been doing this for a long time at the state and at local levels. So to be able to make that type of statement is quite profound.
These kind of developers and these kind of projects only come along every once in a great while. And this is, and it's happening more in the greater Lansing community, big out-of-state money, which is a tremendously positive sign for our entire region's prosperity into the future.
Oh, as well as the fact that under Mayor Meadows' leadership and his team, as you alluded to, but working with them on this project and the willingness of the developer to make certain concessions to really embody what East Lansing wanted and what they're looking for has just been a great experience to see that. And I think it shows when people see the architectural rendering that this is not just some fly-by-the-seat-of-the-pants development, that this is really thought out. It takes into, in the press conference, Mayor Meadows talked about the efforts of MSU planning students, U of M planning students, going back to 1990. And how this really embodies that, and it's really cool to be a part of something that's been so long in the works.
Well, a lot of people use the word transformational, and I know it's overused, but how about pivotal, or what can I say here, a different word? But this project really has the chance to really dramatically reshape downtown East Lansing and perhaps move it to another level, closer to a Columbus, a Madison, you know, which is really the benchmarks that we talk about constantly. So congratulations to you. Brian Leffler from Baird played a major role as well. A really big announcement for the entire region. Congratulations to the City of East Lansing. We're going to count on City of East Lansing City Council and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation's further approvals to make the project a reality.
Thanks, Bob.
We have a really cool initiative every year that we do here at LEAP. LEAP has an incredible, maybe one of the best, if not the best in the state, entrepreneurial programming. From incubators to business accelerator funds to grants to incubators, business pitch competitions. We have a really spectacular entrepreneurial effort with a lot of partners here in our entire region. We have kind of a new employee. Right here I'm talking with Siso Dhladhla, and I know you're going to correct me maybe on your name a little bit there, but hey, people have trouble with Trezise too a lot, Siso, so we're living the same life. It's the Z's that throw people off. But Siso, you've been working with one of the fun programs we do every year. This will be the 4th annual, I believe, the Youth Entrepreneurial Expo. and this is at the Lansing Center on March 29th. Every year, we spend a year gathering middle school and high school students from all across Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton County into one grand day, which celebrates their business ideas. We give away a lot of money for the best ideas, and we think that a lot of them will become our next entrepreneurs or CEOs in our region. But Siso, why don't you give us all the details about the event coming up?
Thank you for having me, Bob, and I am truly excited to be part of the Youth Expo, the Youth Startup Expo. This will be my first year, but as Bob said, I'm really excited to get the mindset of entrepreneurship in the hands and in the hearts and in the minds of these middle schoolers through high schoolers. This day is a great event for the city, for the community, for the region to gather together. We've got a couple community, business, and entrepreneurs themselves who are coming to cultivate, coming to judge these presentations and give pointers to the children on how to fully express their business ideas, as well as give them the confidence and practice of shaking hands, talking eye to eye, and really just having confidence in the creative ideas that they have. We truly believe that they will be the future of this global economy, so we're really enthused and thrilled to give them the platform and the opportunity just to get used to talking about their great creative ideas.
So March 29th is the big day. That's at the Lansing Center. And how do any interested student or teacher across our region who'd like to score $500 or $1,000, by the way, might I add, if they win a particular category. And we have a lot of categories and a lot of big winners and a lot of money to give away. Thank you to our sponsors. But Siso, how does someone get signed up?
If they want to take advantage of, I think I counted today, one of these 17 plus categories and cash prizes that they have the opportunity to be involved in, they need to go to PureLansing/Youth Startup. And on that page, there will be the general information as well as a specific link that will take them to a page where they can fill out some general information about themselves as well as their business idea.
Last year, we had 200 students from middle and high schools around the whole three-county area, over 92 business ideas. They were incredible young people all ready to go. So we went ahead and we gave away nearly $20,000 in money, and we had a lot of people that we work with after the event to turn them into real businesses in our community. So if you're out there and you're interested, go ahead and sign up today. Just one more interesting item from this week. This is a statewide issue, a really critical one. This week, the Michigan Thrive Coalition, of which myself and LEAP have played a major partnership and leadership role. This is an effort to take 5 super extraordinarily difficult sites across the state of Michigan, big cities or small communities alike, anywhere, where they are impossible to redevelop, and yet the community says, do something. That is our #1 concern. And yet the market doesn't allow for the site to be redeveloped properly. Well, this bill, at no cost to taxpayers, but would enhance a brownfield program and allow us to do the impossible placemaking kinds of projects that we want to do in the state of Michigan. It's a bipartisan bill. It's crafted in a very accountable way so that financially it only adds revenue to the state. It won't take away revenue. It passed the Senate this week. I want to thank Senator Horn for playing an extraordinary leadership role in the whole Michigan Senate. It now moves on to the Michigan House, and we really look forward to engaging in a dialogue with the Michigan House of Representatives in getting this really critical bill passed. Another bill that is soon to be introduced is called the Good Jobs for Michigan bill, and this is a bill that will give us a little more competitive advantage, one that we desperately need, to interact with the few key huge companies that are in a final selection stage between our state and another state. And when we need just that little juice to make our site better than the other states, this bill will allow us to work in a way that, again, would only generate new revenue to the state of Michigan, because it's only new revenue coming in that we will be working with. But these are huge companies. These are, 500 plus kinds of job producers, and again, there's a really exact sort of process in place to make sure that we're only giving these limited incentives to exactly the right huge projects that are going to pay 100% or even 125% at the county average wage levels. Good paying jobs. We need to be more competitive as a state. We want to help families get good jobs, and these 2 bills are really critical. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.